Sue, get back to the boat. Run back to the boat right now, Sue! What? What?
Hey there, horror fans! Get ready to dive into the chilling world of an American horror legend, the Hatchet series. This isn't just some sequel or a remake. It's a raw, bloody ride, handpicked by our fearless fan, Mitch Wohlschlager. Mitch is a true die-hard horror lover, and if he says these movies are must-sees, you know you're in for something unforgettable.
These are somebody's balls. That guy knows what's up. If we don't leave right this second, nobody's gonna be alive tomorrow. Eat this one!
So, let's jump in, where the screams are loud, the blood is real, and Victor Crowley is waiting. Spoiler alert. This review will speak openly about the plot of the movie and will contain spoilers. If you've not seen this and you don't want to know the story, stop watching. You've been warned. Hatchet, 2006. It's not a remake. It's not a sequel. A Halloween prank turned tragedy. A boy burned alive by his own father. Now, Victor Crowley haunts the swamp. A vengeful spirit who lets no one trespass. Tonight, a group wanders right into his deadly domain.
Jim, did you see that?
I did.
Will they escape or fall prey to Victor's wrath? Imagine a night so dark you can barely see your hand in front of your face. You're in the Louisiana swamps, deep, winding waterways that locals say have secrets buried within them. Two friends are out there on that murky water, having a quiet fishing night under the eerie glow of the moon. Just as they laugh off the strange noises in the trees, something brushes against their boat, strong enough to nearly tip it over.
Jesus Christ! Let her get away, you moron!
For crying out loud, can we just pull over so I can finish my damn piss?
Heartbeats race as they stare into the endless shadows around them, not realizing what's lurking just beneath. But within seconds, there's a massive splash, and they're gone, swallowed by the same darkness they once laughed at. Now we switch to the crowded streets of New Orleans. Mardi Gras in full swing. People in vibrant masks, laughter echoing, music filling the air. That's where we meet Ben, a guy trying to forget a recent heartbreak. His friend Marcus pulls him into the party scene. But Ben? He's barely there. Something about the happy chaos around him only makes him crave a thrill that'll shake him out of his own head. Suddenly, he suggests, how about a haunted swamp tour? It's the kind of suggestion you only make in the moment. They leave the bright lights behind, stepping out of the city and toward the shadows that await them in the swamps. Ben and Marcus arrive at the swamp docks, joining a small tour group led by a quirky guide, blissfully unaware of what lies ahead. They're in a small, low boat with a couple of filmmakers, a pair of honeymooners, and a quiet woman named Mary Beth.
Y'all gonna die.
The guide begins to tell the legend of Victor Crowley, a disfigured, tortured soul trapped forever in the swamp after a tragedy that destroyed his life. They listen, laughing nervously, except for Mary Beth. As the group drifts through the swamp, their boat suddenly crashes against a half-submerged tree, sending everyone jolting forward. Water starts to pour in from a splintered seam, and panic spreads as they realize the boat is about to sink.
Are we sinking?
No, we're not sinking!
One of the group members, desperate to save himself, scrambles to reach the shore. But just as he's about to pull himself up, his foot slips and a massive crocodile surges from the water, its jaws open, ready to strike. A gunshot rings out. Mary Beth stands with her weapon raised, eyes fixed on the predator.
Get him to the shore!
The group stares at her, stunned as the crocodile disappears back into the murky depths. The boat finally sinks beneath the water, leaving them stranded on the muddy shore. Catching her breath, Mary Beth looks at the others, her expression grim. "You need to know what we're dealing with here," she begins. She tells them about Victor Crowley, a boy born with severe deformities, hidden away by his father, but tragically killed in a fire caused by kids playing a cruel prank one Halloween night. Now, his vengeful spirit is said to haunt the swamp, taking down anyone who trespasses into his territory. The group's nerves are already stretched thin, but Mary Beth's story turns their fear into dread.
Besides, we are nowhere near the Crowley house.
That wasn't the house!
Strange noises echo from the dark trees around them, and each shadow seems to watch, waiting. Then, as they move cautiously through the swamp, a figure emerges from the darkness. Victor Crowley himself. One by one, he hunts them down, each attack swift and brutal, as they try in vain to escape his wrath. Mary Beth's gun may have saved them from the crocodile, but out here in Victor's domain, it's clear there's little that can keep them safe. Ben, Mary Beth and Marcus manage to escape the wrecked boat and hatch a last-ditch plan. They're going to lure Victor back to his old cabin, hoping to trap him there. But as they approach the cabin, everything falls deathly silent, until they hear footsteps in the mud behind them. In a final, harrowing chase, they reach the cabin. They light a fire around it, hoping to trap Victor in the flames. But just as they think they might have the upper hand, the skies open up and rain extinguishes their fire.
Now what?
Oh, just come on, let's go, go!
In one swift motion, Victor emerges from the shadows. They scramble, running for the safety of the swamp's edge. They make it to the boat, exhausted and bleeding. But as they drift away, Ben realizes something horrifying. And just when you think it's over, the legend continues. Hatchet II picks up right where this tale leaves off. New allies, deeper secrets, and a relentless Victor Crowley that won't rest. If you think this was terrifying, wait until you see what's coming next.
If it hurts to open up a jar, tie your shoelaces, get in and out of bed in your car, play a round of golf. If you feel like your knees are going to buckle beneath you, if they constantly crack and pop, if you wake up stiff and sore every morning, this one sinister protein is what's causing nagging, crippling pain in your knees, hands, shoulder, and elsewhere in your body. The solution isn't painkillers. Hi, my name is Dr. Brian Paris. I'm a doctor of chiropractic and pain relief specialist, as well as a member of the Medical Advisory Board for the Healthy Back Institute. A 2018 research study published in the Journal of American Medical Association confirms it's better than morphine or OxyContin for chronic pain, yet safer than aspirin. We call it Heal and Soothe. And today, I'd like to send you a free bottle. People like Dr. Mike Jones, who said, as a scientist, I was somewhat skeptical, but 5 days later, the pain was gone and it hasn't come back. Or Dan Monahan, who realized that after just 2 days, the pain and inflammation in his leg were almost gone. Or mother of 4, Kay Whitlock, who stopped using her prescription pain meds because she's getting lasting pain relief from Heal and Soothe. My offer to give you a free bottle of Heal and Soothe is valid today only. After that, it's gone. To reserve your bottle, simply tell us where to send it and click the Get Your Free Bottle button below.
Hatchet II, 2010. Mary Beth survived Victor Crowley once. But why go back to a monster that can't be killed?
Victor Crowley is real. I saw him. He murdered everyone in front of me.
This time she's not alone though. Armed with a deadly crew, they're ready to finish what no one else could. Blood will spill, terror will rise, and Silent Hour takes you deeper into the nightmare. Our story picks up immediately from the bone-chilling climax of the first film. Mary Beth has narrowly escaped the clutches of Victor Crowley, the relentless spirit haunting these cursed woods. Jack saves Mary Beth from the chilling depths. But it's not long before true horror reveals itself. Jack reluctantly informs her that if she wants to uncover the truth and seek help, she must visit Reverend Zombie, the enigmatic figure who knows more than he lets on. The stakes are high and danger lurks around every corner. As Jack loses himself in the sordid images, the air thickens with dread. But the moment of distraction proves fatal when Victor Crowley, a force of nature with an insatiable thirst for blood, emerges from the shadows, delivering a grotesque fate. Victor's wrath is swift and merciless. With a twisted grin, he gruesomely dispatches Jack, his methods brutal and unforgiving. Mary Beth's desperation leads her back to Reverend Zombie. As she confronts him, shocking truths about her past unravel. A connection to Victor Crowley that runs deeper than she ever imagined. The weight of this revelation crushes her, but it fuels her resolve to seek closure for her family's dark legacy.
Please. What do you know?
Long time ago, before you were born, when I was just a boy.
Victor, born from tragedy and betrayal, is cursed to roam the land, seeking vengeance on those who wronged him. Reverend Zombie reveals that Mary Beth's father was one of the boys responsible for the fire that left Victor disfigured and twisted in agony, marking the beginning of a horrific cycle of violence. As Mary Beth processes this shocking revelation, the narrative builds tension, weaving in the gruesome history of Victor Crowley's family. His mother, Cheyenne, placed a curse on him, ensuring that his rage would never die. With a mix of fear and determination, Mary Beth teams up with a ragtag group of hunters, led by the mercenary Trent Graves. They venture into the treacherous swamp, driven by greed and desperation, unaware of the terror that awaits. Each hunter has their motives, but as they will soon discover, Victor does not discriminate when it comes to his prey.
We meet back at the boat at sunup. And if you do find that monster, bring back his head. 5K. Trent, you come with us.
One by one, the hunters fall victim to Victor's wrath, an unforgiving force of nature that thrives on chaos. The camera captures every visceral moment as Victor wields his trusty hatchet, turning the swamp into a blood-soaked battleground. In a moment of chilling revelation, Zombie confides in Justin that Trent, Bob, and Mary Beth's father were among the boys who started the fire that killed Victor. As they navigate deeper into the swamp, the weight of betrayal hangs heavy in the air. With every step, they inch closer to Victor's lair and the violent showdown that awaits. In a final, harrowing showdown, Mary Beth musters every ounce of courage to confront Victor. The battle is fierce and unrelenting, showcasing her fierce determination against Victor's supernatural strength. With one last defiant scream, she fires, seemingly putting an end to Victor Crowley's bloody legacy. But in this world of horror, nothing is ever truly over. Victor Crowley's legacy may not end with death. Now it's your turn. Drop your takeaways, thoughts, or any details Silent Hour might have missed in the comments below. The comment with the most likes will earn the title of the fearless soul of this episode from our icebreaker community, Silent Hour. And don't forget to follow us on our other platforms. We're on Rumble, where we upload our videos when YouTube flags them, giving you access to more disturbing content. Check us out on Instagram for exclusive trailers before they hit YouTube.